are not many places to perform in Lagos, so artists are using some unusual spaces.
Don't worry, you will get over it. I mean, it happened to me when I first came to Lagos. Don't worry, you will get over it. I am sure of that.
We see it in this year's Lagos Theatre Festival. And talking about peculiar, Art House Contemporary always holds its art auctions and art shows at this space, which is not originally a gallery. We have that and more on this week's episode of Art House. A warm welcome to the show. I'm Melinda Akinlami. Let's take this poetry written by one of our fans and we'll be right back.
Our first lover of words is Ndubisi Josiah, based in Kaduna State, who dedicated this one to Art House. He calls it
Pasta, Art House Channel, where versatility ruptures bundles of rare pots of ink and brush, stewing hidden creativity with vigor. Stories rich, hoisting every strand that strikes each canvas face. Stories of inner peace and love. Happiness exudes these chants. Sculptures like life givers. Pastors, painters, creators of wonders. I come with insatiable emptiness. Panthers in the desert thirst each day, awed by the present-day Michelangelos. Exquisite brush of no ordinary instincts, even though a few look their side. Michelangelo suffered and triumphs. Keep your inferno raging. Here in Art House, we tilt and bow. More of your addiction. I tell you this, I may be dead, but my ideas will not die. I believe it is important to speak to your readers in person to enable people to have a whole picture of me.
Boosting the secondary art market means more auctions, and that's why Art House Contemporary has organized yet another at the Art House space in Lagos.
Looking through, viewers can already get a sense of what's happening at the 5th affordable auction at the Art House space in Lagos. A preview of the pieces going under the auctioneer's hammer. Over 60 lots. This one is specific.
This auction has really been for the young artists. There are not enough galleries over here. We're trying to promote the arts, promote young people, make them realize that they can make a career out of art, that they can make money. And this is really showcasing the best of the young and what's happening today.
But make no mistakes about it, there are a few veterans in the mix. The process of selecting the young hands is thorough, and the prospect of making returns is refreshing.
We do a call for applications, and then we have a secondary market where collectors want to resell their works, and this is a way of being able to resell their works and get the right value for what their works are worth today. So they may have bought it like 5 years ago, and today it might be worth double or 5 times, depending on the artist and depending on the work. So this is quite exciting. A lot of people put their works up because they feel they have a gain and it's an investment. And many of the young artists need to be exposed and to be shown. And this is a great place where you can see many artists showcased in one place. Well, we get many applications, and so we really choose the best of what we get. So we're pretty critical. We have a jury, we have a few people that choose the works. There are like 4 of us that select the works together and then really show the best of every artist, show the best works that come our way.
This live painting session is a novel idea. Mrs. Kavita Chalaram is one of the eyes on the artist, Francis Agemu, who is using the acrylic on canvas medium. His other piece, Ride Alone, Go Alone, is one of the lots on display. They both point out societal ills that are not gender specific.
These days, ever since you see people always say men are evil, men are evil. But recently, what men are doing now, women too are capable of doing that also. It's not only men that are doing ritual. Now these days, you see women, they even use men.
The artists are excited that their works made the cut.
Wow, this is mind-blowing. This is one in a kind. I think I have to commend the art house. They are growing every day. These like awesome works. They did their selection well, and I must commend them once more.
I'm grateful to God for the work being accepted by the reception. The reception of the work is very, very high, and the acceptance of the work is very, very marvelous. And I give glory to God for Almighty for the acceptance of the works.
The enthusiasts are glad about the ingenuity these creatives are showcasing and the possibility of making it global.
The works generally, they are intriguing. They endear you, they make you remember the things that you used to do. They bring art into life, and then you can just relate to the things that they say, the things that they painted here. It's really nice, it is really beautiful.
Since I came here, I'm impressed about all what I've seen, So I'm thinking of taking this Nigerian art overseas, back to Asia, because I have a lot of friends, Arabs in Asia, that don't know anything about art. So I feel if I could bring this to Asia, it's something about bringing Nigeria, making people know about Nigeria overseas. I didn't even know how to express. To me, I was thinking art is just only based in overseas, but coming to this place, seeing the price tag, it really amazed me a lot.
Well, I think it's very exciting. It's all young artists people haven't seen. We've had a lot of excited collectors coming in, viewing the works, and we believe it's one of our finest affordable auctions yet. It is our 5th, and we're very excited with this whole concept of affordable.
This art night out has become a ritual for Art House Contemporary, and every time they try to bring a breath of fresh air to the hall.
That's one down and others to go as call for entries for the 24th edition of the Modern and Contemporary Art Auction has already begun, so artists can seize the day. Online, the female fever continues as artists are celebrating women again this week.
And these are the works of art that made the cut for this week. Let's start with this piece called Real Women. It's done with oil on canvas by James Adebanjo. Then Linus Audu is showing us another oil on canvas piece called My Grandmother. Young Dreamer is an oil and acrylic work done by Godswill Chima. Then Daniel Vegas has this one he calls Focus. It's done with watercolor on watercolor pad. The struggle of an African woman is what this artist called Uzowanne is exploring with oil on canvas. Then we have another oil on canvas piece called Strength of a Woman, done by Emily. Finally, we have The Model, an acrylic on canvas work done by Ose. And those are the works of art you sent in this week. We do encourage you to keep them coming, and don't forget, put the relevant information beside that image.
Coming up in a moment, artists utilize the art spaces to show their skills. Details in a moment. Do stay with us.